Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ben Sullivan. I'm a pastoral intern here at Hope, and I just want to bring you a word of encouragement today as we're in this season now where we have started having church in person again as we've been doing our outdoor services. Hopefully you've been able to join us for some of those. We still have our online option, obviously, for those who don't come, but as we've been seeing each other again, I've just been seeing these relationships that we haven't had for so long face to face being restored. And it's not that those relationships were ever really destroyed for good, but I mean we saw that there was a separation because of everything that's been going on, and as you know, we're together, we see the beauty that is when we are united again and we are made one. And I started thinking about that passage in Matthew chapter 5 where Jesus is talking in a Sermon on the Mount about murder. But he's not just saying murdering physically, he's talking about murder of the heart. He says, you've heard it says, you shall not murder. But I tell you that if you're even angry with a brother or sister, you've already committed murder in your heart. And then he goes on to say this next sentence. It's in Matthew chapter 5, verse 23. He says, so if you are offering a gift on the altar, and there you remember that your brother or sister has something against you, leave your gift there in front of the altar. First, go and be reconciled with your brother or sister, and then come and offer your gift. And so as I'm thinking about this, it's talking about the importance of being reconciled with someone who maybe you've had them cut off in your relationship over whatever it may be. And it made me think about how a few years back I was at the Global Leadership Summit that happens here in town over at Bethel Church. And as we were at this conference, one of the speakers at the conference encouraged everybody over their lunch break just to make one connection with somebody from their past who they had a falling out with, or some connection that for whatever happened, you were disconnected with this person, and now you haven't talked to him since. The relationship is kind of bitter or stale, and he encouraged us, even if we weren't the ones who made it that way, just to be the bigger person and to reach out and tell them that we love them, we care for them, we forgive them if anything happened, and just see God work in and through that. And I didn't do it immediately that day, but a few weeks later there's one person who kept coming to mind, and so I reached out to them, and we ended up getting food over at Applebee's, and it was such a gift knowing that what had once been broken for something I don't even understand why now wasn't broken at all. It was something that was restored only by God's Spirit. And it's not necessarily that person and I are best friends at this moment, but it's not talking about being best friends. It's talking about reconciling what's been broken or what's been lost. And so I want to ask you today, who is some person in your life who you can reach out to today or this week and reconcile the relationship? It's a very important thing, and God calls us to live at odds with nobody. And so I want to encourage you to reach out to that one person and share some stories here in the comment section. We would love to see how this has blessed you. But we love you all. Bless you this week, and hope to see you again soon.